One of my favorite parts of waking up in the desert, of course, is the sunrise. Let's go check it out. Did we make it in time? I think we did. It's a beauty. Always a beautiful day and peaceful early morning in the desert. I am headed out to Mexico. That is why I'm here in Arizona for just a quick stop. Place to enjoy and reminisce a little bit. Yes, Los Algodones, known as the capital or dental city. And yep, it's that time. Gotta spend some money and get some work done. Tell you all about it. Hope you'll join me. A view and a steaming hot cup of coffee. Does it get any better than that? We're in the desert. We're passing through the desert on our way to Mexico. Woohoo! Linda here, Serene and Simple Life. Welcome to everyone new here, and for those of you who have been with me for a long time, thank you for coming back. Today is a big day, and it's not a big day like a celebration, but a day that I have been anticipating and not really wanting to think about for a long time, and that is going to the dentist. So I wanted to give you a little bit of backdrop how this all came to be. I was working in South Dakota for the last 5.5 months and was going to just head back to my tiny home cottage. But in July, I guess it was, for a couple weeks, I had some discomfort in my couple of my teeth. And I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? And 1.5 years ago, I had been in Los Algodones for a teeth cleaning, get glasses. I did a video on that. I went with Debbie and her friends. So I had x-rays, teeth cleaning, the whole 9 yards, and I wasn't having any kind of discomfort at all, but they put together a treatment plan of over $5,000. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I need $5,000 worth of work. So 2 of the things on the plan were leaky crowns. Now, I've never heard of a leaky crown before, but I guess that's another word for a failing crown. Well, fast forward again now to July, I started having this discomfort, and lo and behold, it's the 2 teeth that the dentist back in January 2024, when I went to Mexico, recommended that I have these crowns replaced. So I'm like, oh my gosh, okay. And 1.5 years time, never had any discomfort up until this past July. So I went to a dentist in South Dakota, actually in Hill City, only about 15 minutes away. $144 later. Yes, you need these crowns replaced. Maybe one needs a root canal, the other one probably not. So I was like, all right. So I made appointments in South Dakota, but the pain, the discomfort, really wasn't pain, went away. I came to figure out that I had been making popcorn just about every night, if every other night, every night for a while. And I was like, okay, maybe a kernel has gotten up in there and there was an infection. So I took some ivermectin. I was on Tylenol and Advil, which I hate taking, for a few days, and all of a sudden this pain is gone. I call it pain. It's not really pain. Now, since July, and now we're in November, has it come back? A couple times, but it didn't last. It was like really, like almost you could really ignore it and just go away. Like not an ignore like that I need something done, but I was like, it's probably all in my head. So here we are today. No discomfort. I have started some discomfort in a different area though, so yeah, the jury's out. I went and made these appointments in South Dakota in case the pain lasted. I know I'm running all over the board here, but I canceled them because I didn't have any discomfort and I didn't want to start dental work in South Dakota. So I made an appointment as a new patient back where I live. And it takes like a couple months to get a new patient appointment at this place. Highly recommended. Well, after thinking about it, and I do believe it was divine intervention, God was like, why don't you go back to Mexico? You know, from South Dakota to Mexico is only, 900 miles? Give or take 100? And I was like, I am going to save tons of money. Even if I got everything done that was recommended a year and a half ago at $5,000, it would cost me $15,000 in the States. So I was like, this makes no sense. I am a penny pincher. I'm frugal. I am not going to spend my U.S. hard-earned dollars in the United States to get dental work. So I started doing my research. I probably contacted 10 dentists. Price was a factor. I actually had someone come into Quartzsite's gift shop where I was working who follows the channel, and she recommended a dentist that she goes to. Hi, Sally, if you're watching. She has a channel too. Sally Forth. I forget the name of the channel. Maybe I can put it in the description. But anyways, cool lady. And I was like, all right, this is divine intervention again. God is interceding, telling me where to go. She spoke nothing but very highly of this dentist. Well, when all was said and done, and after I did my own research, I decided her dentist was like top price. And I don't want to go with the top guy, even if it's the best guy, because there's plenty of dentists that are highly recommended in Los Algodones that have very good reviews that weren't as expensive. So I decided on, and I keep forgetting the name, Castle Dental, Castle Dental. I will give you an update. These segments will I'll probably do another full, if not two. Maybe when I'm driving back to my cottage, I'll give you an update on the dentist. I don't know. So I'm anticipating today definitely to get 2 crowns. Now crowns take 2 days if you don't have an infection. And if you have infection, you can be here like up to 2 weeks taking an antibiotic. I hope to God that I do not have to be here in this hot weather for 2 weeks. But if I have to, there's plenty of places I can go, the library, I can find shade, I can hang out. And as we all know, the time goes so fast. It's 7 in the morning, headed out now. They're going to pick me up. In the next video, I will show you where they pick me up. And because this one's going to get a little too long and I'm trying to keep them shorter. I have no idea what they are going to recommend. I was thinking of showing them the treatment plan and I was like, no, that's stupid, because let them do their own treatment plan, see what they come up with, and then I can do comparing. And the checkup is free. I'm going to get a cleaning and their x-rays are free. So anyways, they have a free shuttle service, so I will not be parking at the parking lot. Again, if you keep watching and you subscribe and you click the bell, you'll get updates as we go along on this dental journey. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy. Overall, the rule of thumb is that in Mexico is about 1/3 the cost of the United States. In other words, a crown, I was quoted $1,200 in South Dakota, and a crown here is going to be in Los Algodones, the dental city, is going to be $400. And that's with the build-up. So you get an idea of why I'm doing what I'm doing, and so many awesome reviews. I was told by the dentist a year and a half ago, it was Simply Dental. They were okay, but I've been talking to my friend Debbie, and they've had a lot of change of hands, and so I'm just going to go somewhere. I've just done my own research to go somewhere new. I went there because that's where Debbie and her friends were going. But they said they practice here in Mexico because the insurance costs are so freaking high here in the States and they can't keep the costs down. So rather than having to pay out all that insurance and all that liability, whatever they have to pay, they live in the United States and they practice in Mexico. Or maybe they live in Mexico, but the people I talked to spoke perfect English, and that was a factor, as well as just the rapport you get when you're on the phone. So you do have to do your own research because everybody's different as far as what is going to say, yes, this is the place for me. They have lots and lots of good reviews, but they don't have thousands of reviews. And I did my research on that too. When a place has thousands of reviews, you think, oh yeah, thousands of people have gone there through the years and put reviews. No. A lot of those are bots. Those are bot reviews. And I mean, how often do you put a positive review? Put a comment. Put in the comments. I am terrible about that. I wish I was better at putting positive reviews. I don't put negative reviews. I don't throw any business under the bus. If I'm not happy, I let them know and I just don't go back. If someone personally asks me about a situation that I've had, sure, I can give them information, but I'm not going to throw anyone under the bus, just some random person. And half the time, negative people, I mean, they live to do that, and that's not me. It's a full-time job for them to ruin other people and their businesses, and not going there. So I'll let you know how it goes. I've had so much work in my mouth done through the years, implants and crowns and all kinds of stuff. And I forget how many teeth I'm missing, but all my teeth are my teeth, except for the implants, I guess you could say. And we want to keep it that way. They say keep your teeth as long as you can because there's nothing like your own teeth. All right, guys, it is the Babbling Brook. For those of you who are new, yes, I hope you continue to watch, and that I give you some good information and encourage, inspire, and empower you to be the best person you can be and to learn something along the way. I love you guys. Blessings in your day. Joy in all of your adventures and all of the new things that you do in your life. I can't really say joy in your dental work. Mind over matter, right? And joy in your journey.